And another potential bill awaiting approval would extend certain labor regulations to employees in the agriculture industry. The Farmworker Fair Labor Act would make farm workers eligible for overtime, mandate periods of rest, and allow them to unionize. The New York Farm Bureau and many farmers have come out strongly in opposition to the legislation. They say farming is different from other industries and cannot be regulated the same way. Judy Whitaker of Whitaker Farms in Whitney Point says her dairy operation runs 24/7, 365 days a year, and a worker strike would shut down the farm, jeopardizing the health and lives of her cows. And because the amount she gets paid for her milk is set by the federal government, she can't simply raise her prices to cover her additional labor costs for overtime. She says they would have to cap hours at 40 per week and possibly start charging their workers for the lodging, utilities, and cable TV they currently receive for free. Whitaker says she cares very much for her employees, who she says don't support the proposed changes.
They want the hours. They have families to feed. They don't want to be cut because if we end up having to stop at 40 hours and, finding they'll be losing hours and losing money. And a lot of them, that's not why they have these jobs.
The progressive organization Fiscal Policy Institute counters that 4 other states have already extended overtime and collective bargaining rights to farm workers. FPI says the additional wages will boost the local economy as the workers spend their additional money, and it estimates that the additional costs to farms would represent only 9% of overall farm net income and, if passed on to consumers, would only raise food prices by 2%.